While I was waiting for my camera to charge, I already did my skincare and I did my brows as well. I'm going to apply some primer. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. I'm not really one for primers, to be honest. I don't always think they do something. And I like to just put it here where I have like more pores. I also like is it the Professional from Benefit? I don't know. I feel like that does a little bit of something. Maybe it's just all in my mind. But if I wear primer, really the only place that I put it is those areas. I really want to do like a soft sort of burnt orange makeup look today. I'm not too sure whether I've done a makeup tutorial using like burnt oranges and stuff, but one, I thought it'd go with my hair. Now my hair is purple. What do you think of it, by the way? Do you think I should keep it or should I go back to what I was before? Let me know in the comments, especially as we are still in winter and I think them sort of colours go really nice for autumn and winter. I'm going to shut up talking now and just get into the video. I'm going to use this palette which I've never used before. This is the Sassy Siennas from Dose of Colours. I've swatched them, the shades, and they look really nice. In size, yeah, I'm only going to be using like a couple of shadows today. I want it to be quite soft and quite matte I think as well, so you could use this, wear this for daytime and nighttime. So I should start with priming my eyelids first. I'm going to use this Maybelline concealer because this is what I'm going to use under my eyes today. Okay, then I use this little brush from Tarte. It came in the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm just going to pat this all over my lid. I don't want my brows to be like super carved out today, so I'm literally just going to pat on most of the product like over the lid, and then I'm going to work up to the brow just so it's not like really harsh. And then I am going to set that today because I don't usually use this as my under eye. We've already started the video and so we can't get our words out. I haven't used this before as an eye base like for ages, I don't think, so it's already started creasing a little bit, so I am going to set it just in case. So I'm just going to use a bit of the Instafix and Matte from Rimmel. I haven't usually been setting my eyeshadow base, but I don't know how that's gonna work and I don't want it to crease, so I'm literally only going to be using a couple of shadows today. I want this to be just nice and easy. So I'm going in with this palette from Dose of Colours, which was Sassy Siennas. I've never actually used anything from Dose of Colours before, but when I swatched these earlier, the shades feel amazing. So I think I'm going to go in with the middle shade, which is Foxy. I'm guessing you only need like a really small amount as well, so they look really pigmented. Anyway, I'm going to apply this into the crease and just build it up gradually. I'm also going to apply this onto the lid as well, and then I am going to bring it out a little bit. I'm just going to use this other fluffy brush and just sort of buff over the edge. And then I'm just going to start patting this over the lid as well. And I do want to get like right into this inner corner. Now just to build it up a little bit, I'm literally just patting it on rather than blending. And then I'm just going to blend out the edge with that other brush that I've got. So I think this is my first video of 2019, I think. The last video I did was a New Year's Eve tutorial, so let me know in the comments what you did for New Year. I had a takeaway and went straight to bed because I was so tired. I had such a busy day. But yeah, if you did anything interesting, then please let me know. This will also be my 3rd year on YouTube now as well, which is exciting, and I know I say this all the time, but I am going to be doing like a more regular upload schedule. So I think my new days are going to be a Sunday because I usually film like at the start of the week. So then I'll have like the rest of the week to edit and then get them up. So yeah, every Sunday, hopefully, fingers crossed, there will be a new video, starting with this one. Plus if there's anything in particular that you want to see, I feel like I want to do more like how-to tutorials or beauty hacks and things like that, because I do have like a few tips and things that I think like you'll find easier when you're applying makeup and stuff. So if there's anything in particular that you're struggling with, then just let me know. So next I'm going to take a little bit of that one, which I'm just going to take on my finger. Now I don't know still how like the names work on the back of the packaging, so it's either Brassy or bossy. I don't know which one. I don't know whether it's supposed to mirror like what's underneath or what. I don't know. So it's either brassy or bossy, whichever way it works out. And I'm just taking a little bit on my finger, and that's just going like right on the centre of the lid. I think this will be nice as just a little pop. I definitely want to try some more of these palettes though, because the pigmentation is amazing. Okay, now I'm just going to apply some mascara. I'm going to use this one, which is the Mega Multiplier from Revlon. Then I'm also just going to apply some lashes. I'm going to try these ones out, which are the Girls with Attitude Luxury Faux Mink Lashes. They are in the style, I don't know whether they've got a style, so I don't think they've got an actual style name, but they just look really long and wispy, so I'm going to just cut them down a little bit, pop these on, and I'll be back in just a moment. So I've just applied those lashes and I really like them. I did try another pair of Girls with Attitude lashes in, I think it was not my last video but the video before, and I really liked them, so I'll definitely pick up a few more of their lashes because they were really nice. We are moving on to the face now. So for foundation, I'm going to use Rimmel Wake Me Up because I haven't used this for ages and I need to give it a good shake. I'm using the shade Soft Beige. I have tanned as well, so this should be my shade at the moment. I always feel foundation works better if you pat it all over your skin first. I don't know whether it makes any difference at all, but to me it does. I always find it's better as well if you layer your foundation. So if you want a really full coverage, instead of like piling loads of foundation on to start with, do one layer and then do another one and then another one if you need it. Okay, now moving on to concealer. I'm going to use the same that I used to prime my eyes. This is the neutralizer shade, so it's more of like a yellow tone. And then I'm actually just going to let that sit there for a little bit, because I do find like once your concealer starts to set, it will give a little bit more coverage. So instead of blending it out now, I'm going to do my contour first. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And instead of putting it on straight to my face, I do like to put it on the back of my hand because I just find that it dries really quick. So if you just put it straight on, sometimes you can just end up with a little bit of a line. So I just do that. And then I use the Real Techniques contour brush and then I put it on. And then I'm going to blend it up to the concealer. I feel like this always looks really messy before it looks done. And then any excess I just go around my forehead because I'm not really too bothered. I can do bronzer on there anyway after. Back in with the foundation sponge, and I always use the side which I've applied the foundation on with because it can blend a little bit better that way. I always start with the centre first. I always leave my under eyes to last because I want most coverage there. And then moving on to the under eyes, and then it can sort of blend in with the contour as we go. And then you can go back in with that brush and just blend it up. Okay, then I do need to set this because this foundation is really dewy, so I'm gonna set it with my Laura Mercier powder because I have a new one. And it is the best powder ever. So I do my under eyes first. I don't do my contour areas because I do bronzer over there, which I feel that sets them, and then I do go back in with my powder in a minute and then just sharpen up my contour. Sometimes I feel like I can overdo it with the powder a bit. You don't always need as much as you think you need. For my bronzer, I'm going to use the Beached bronzer from Urban Decay. Absolutely love this. It's like my all-time favourite. And what brush am I going to use? I'm going to use this little brush from Real Techniques. It's not from Real Techniques. It's from Bare Minerals. I'm going to use this one because all my other brushes are like so dirty, so I'm just going to use this one today. I feel sometimes with this purple hair it can make me look a little bit washed out. Maybe it's because I'm not used to my hair being darker. I feel like I can't do my makeup without doing this anymore because it makes such a massive difference. So I'm going to use the contour shade. I'm using this brush, this is from Morphe. Okay, I think we need a little bit of blush. I'm going to use Luminoso because it's like the only one I ever use. And then I just need to brush off that contour powder. I'm actually feeling more summery than winter with this makeup. I'm going to move on to the under eyes now. I'm going to use the same two colours again. The first one that we used was Foxy, which was the middle one. And I'm also going to blend this down quite far. And I want it to like match and meet up in this outer corner. Okay, then I'm actually going to take a little bit of that one, which is just a little bit darker than the one that we were using. And this is just going to go right into the lower lash line. And then for my lower waterline, I'm actually just going to use like a nude pencil. This is the Rimmel Scandalise one. It's in the shade Nude. And then I need some bottom lash mascara, so I'm just going to use the same one that I used on the top. I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of like a shimmery one. This is Champagne Pop from Becca. I'm just going to use my finger and just sort of tap it there. Okay, then I need to apply this to my cheeks as well, don't I? I'm only doing a tiny little bit of highlight because I don't really want this like too glowy. So just a little bit on the tops of the cheeks and then just above my brow. Just subtle today, guys, just subtle. So for my lips, I'm going to first use this pencil from NYX, which is in the shade Leon. I'm going to fill them in and line them with this as well. And over the top of that, I'm going to use Kylie's liquid lipstick in the shade Exposed. I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of this, so I'm just going to put it on and then just sort of tap it in. Okay guys, so that completes this burnt orange wintry makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did down in the comments below, and please give it a big thumbs up as well and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!